Thursday, May 8th, marked the centennial anniversary of the creation of the Extension Service in Mississippi and across the country. 100 years ago, May 8, 1914, President Woodrow Wilson signed the Smith-Lever Act, which provided funding for outreach activities by land-grant universities in the U.S., such as Mississippi State. Gary Jackson, now director of the MSU Extension Service, reflected on the past and the future of Extension during a conversation this week. Dr. Jackson, thanks for being with us today. Do you think Dr. Michael Hoke Smith and Frank Lever, would they be surprised at what Extension is today and the impact of this Smith-Lever Act?
I don't think that they would be surprised. I think they'd be very proud because the Smith-Lever Act actually accomplished exactly what they intended for it to do at the time. And of course, you know the history of the Land Grant Act, starting with the Morrill Act of 1862, and then with the Hatch Act, and then the 1890 Act, leading up to the Smith-Lever Act to have an educational system to disseminate the agricultural research to the people.
Well, after 100 years, which is a long time, the mission of Extension certainly hasn't changed, but the delivery methods have, the way it operates, correct?
Exactly. The mission of Extension certainly is still to take the research information from Mississippi State and other institutions to the people, but there's a lot of changes with the technology. When you think about the information age that we live in today with the internet, the iPhone and other devices that we use to take the knowledge base out there.
Let's briefly kind of give the folks that aren't that familiar a snapshot of Extension today, number of employees, number of offices.
Sure. The MSU Extension Service is the major outreach arm of Mississippi State University, as well as other land grants across the country. And as a result of that, we take adult education, including youth development through our 4-H programs, to the people through a tremendous infrastructure, starting with our headquarters on campus and our faculty that we have on campus. We have about 150 PhDs in various different subject matter areas that are located at Mississippi State on campus, and also at our 4 regional research and extension centers that we have in the state. And then we have 82 county extension offices in each county. So there is an extension office, extension network within 30 minutes of every Mississippian. And we have 810 employees today that make up that total network of delivering educational programs to the people.
Well, over this long history, 100 years, what are just a couple maybe of the highlights in your mind when you look back at the history of Extension in Mississippi?
Well, obviously one of the first ones that comes to mind, which we're very proud of, is the 4-H programs, because the 4-H programs originally started with Corn Club Smith in Mississippi. And so we're very proud of that. And certainly when you think about our largest industry in the state and in the nation, agriculture, the impact that Extension has made on production agriculture. For example, this past year the soybeans was over a $1 billion industry, and the farm gate value at about $7.8 billion value. And so Extension has had a tremendous impact on that, and we're very proud of that. And certainly rural community development through our local government programs in support of the supervisors and municipal groups, and also you think about families and children through our Family Consumer Sciences program, enhancing the quality of life, whether it's food safety, whether it's child care, or financial literacy, for example, are all major things. And so when you look across the last 100 years, extension delivery, it's made a huge difference in the lives of people.
In about 30 seconds, what's the future of Extension? It's been a long way, it's come a long way, it's still doing a magnificent job. What's the future in 30 seconds?
Well, one of the things that, as we celebrate this 100 years, we want to have a futuristic focus to look to the next 100 years, because we believe Extension is needed today as much as it's ever been. We have to continue to take our new discoveries to the people. We have to continue to do our research and take that out there to solve problems, to increase productivity, to help businesses, industries, local communities, and enhance that quality of life. And so the world population is growing. There's a greater food supply that is needed, more food safety and these things. So we have to continue to do that educational piece and get it out there. And we've got to use the technology. And that's key to having an effective extension service in the next 100 years, is the knowledge base, cutting edge, with a great technology to deliver it.
And artist open houses were held at a number of county extension offices across Mississippi on Thursday, May 8th as part of the Centennial Observance.
And of course, we'll have more in the coming year as we celebrate this observance.